So the Curry Cup has been underway for a couple of weeks now, and despite the fact that I want to bring it to you guys in a cool new series, I'm still being held up by a mod, so we are going to remedy this with a little one-off what-if match to soothe the Curry Cup souls. Hello everyone, welcome along to Cornflakes Script, your home of Rugby Challenge 2 and one-off what-if, the series where you pick the matches, and just like this one here, we have from, well, a big South African fan, Matt Almer, who originally requested the Curry Cup and this match. We're going to get it to you soon as the mod comes out. Don't worry about that, the Curry Cup will be coming soon as possible. But for now, we have your request of the Sharks versus the Cheetahs. And the Cheetahs in their away strip, as you can see, are here for their third appearance of the series. They are currently 2 wins and no losses, so they are going great guns. One of the few, as I always say, undefeated teams, and that normally puts a bit of a knocker on them and they lose. But looking forward, they've got the Sharks, who they've played before, so they will know possibly what they're all about. The Sharks, this is just their second time on the series, and they have the 1 loss. So they're not travelling too well, but they'll be hoping to rectify that at the expense of the Cheetahs' undefeated streak. So we're here at Kings Park, a very sombre, quiet crowd going on at the moment here, as the Cheetahs playing in their away strip of orange face off against the Sharks playing in their away strip of white, because the Sharks' home strip was a bit dodgy. So we've gone with double away strips here as the Cheetahs turn over some early ball, and Pretorius, the dangerous runner that he is, sparks the Cheetahs backline into action. They swing it to the left, and it is there for Goosen. Takes it to ground. Cheetahs will be loving this early bit of possession. Now they've got it away through Rule, cuts it back, and they swing it all the way out to the opposite side now, way out to the right hand side. It's there for LaRue, who gets taken in a good tackle. And the Cheetahs, wow, they're doing a great job of holding on to this ball. Great ball up for Labachance, involved a couple of times in that movement. And the Sharks are keen on this one, and they have finally turned it over. Now they have some opportunities. Jordan, Peterson. Oh, great move from Peterson. Got away from 1, got away from 2. Feeds it to Lambie, and through the first phase, Lambie will have away, and he will just get enough from Rule. He won't stop him. Rule puts in the thunderous tackle after he's gone over the line. But Lambie has struck with the first real piece of possession for the Sharks. And what a run from Peterson. That's what made the try. Rule was always going to smoke him in. He's far too quick for Lambie, but didn't have far to run. Look at that. 2 players he fended off. Did a great job. Lambie just had the easy task of running to the line, getting as close to the sticks for his own conversion as he can. And the Sharks lead early on after just 1 phase. They did a touch of defending for a while. The Cheetahs looked alright, but now they're on the back foot. Here's the conversion attempt from the try scorer. And as you'd expect from a player like Lambie, he nails it. And after just a few minutes, it's 7-0 to the Sharks. And the Cheetahs, well, already they're looking at their 2-0 record. This crowd is extremely quiet. They're really struggling to get into this match as the kickoff goes way out to the left. Brilliantly claimed by Rule. He's been one of the better players of the Cheetahs already in this match, and he's claimed a kickoff position for them. And they still trudge away there, the Cheetahs. This is good movement from the ball. They've got it away through to the right. They've got numbers to burn. They have to score a try here. It is nicely there for Sadi, who gets munched in a big tackle. The Cheetahs have really butchered a massive chance there. They have a huge amount of numbers. Pretorius really set them up into a gap. Now they've lost it, and they've been pinged for offside. Bosman through a massive hole in the middle. He goes, and he knocks it on. Alberts comes in and puts the paint on in the tackle. And oh, look at Goosen through a hole. Goosen is just a couple of meters short. Oh, and he's been pulled down. And Peterson has turned it over in the tackle. And Vovo gets it away to McLeod. And they are just a couple metres out from their line here, the Sharks. What a little passage of play by those two sides. Lambie's got the ball, he's thumped it away, straight down the centre of the field, down to Daniela, who will bring it back himself and gets stopped right in his tracks. Now they spring it to the left very quickly through Rawl. What a pass from Pretorius that was. And Rawl is just shut down from Ludic. And the Sharks, wow, they're really on the back foot as Pretorius gets hammered into touch. He's sniping off the back of those rucks very well at the moment as Pretorius. And this game has had a real thunderbolt start to it. As Duplessis is going to have the line out. He goes nicely to the front. McLeod has it. He goes to Involvo. Well, poor pass from Involvo. Picked up from Sardi. And Sardi will score for the Cheetahs and they're back in the game. Oh, that was a poor piece of play from the line out from the Sharks. And Sardi has scored. Look, you'll see it here. Involvo, poor pass. The Sharks players waited around for someone else to do something. And then all he had to do was run away from Ludic, pick the loose ball up and put it down. And we've come to see this. Mistakes being pounced on. And he has been a dangerous player though so far in the match. It has to be said. He's made a couple of half breaks already. And he's looked quite dangerous. So here's Goosen's kick now to even things back up after 27 minutes. And it is a flawless kick from Goosen. And we are all tied up back where we started at 7-7. God, the ref is going to lose that whistle down his throat if he keeps that up. So Lambie back at halfway after the Sharks started so well. They've had very little ball. He's kicked long and very deep for the Sharks, and Jordan after it, gets eluded. And it's away for LaRue, who takes the ball to ground for the first tackle. Brilliantly from Pretorius through a hole, straight off the back, another sniping little run.
Release.
And the Sharks really struggling to contain him. Oh, now they're offside. And no, I thought Involvo was offside, but it has been gone for a forward pass from Fiera. Here we go. Oh, that is it. That's the forward pass.
Crouch.
Oh, I'm unconvinced, but the Sharks will not complain. They won't protest. And McLeod will have the ball. And he'll put it into the scrum. Just outside the Cheetahs. 22, and a good hit there too. And McLeod picks it up himself. Looks to the big pass straight out to Peterson, who's on LaRue. Oh, brilliant tackle from LaRue. And Peterson forces the pass. And it's just about picked up from the Sharks after the intercept from the Cheetahs. Both sides having a dabble at the ball. And the Cheetahs are looking pretty good on attack here. A bit of a run there from Strauss. He gets it nicely away to Eberson. Is twinkling along the touchline, but he's in touch. This crowd is silent. There was a really good burst there though from the Cheetahs. The mistake from Peterson wasn't really a mistake, really. He just tried to force the pass, but now they're attacking through Lambie. Lambie shows a bit of foot. Great pass and great acceleration from the first five. And Volvo gets the pass and he nicely cleans up for his side. Here's Breslett. Oh, big hit on Breslett. The Sharks will need to get into this ruck very quickly. He was a touch isolated. And now McLeod has it again. The man's offside. He still passes. Bossman in the centre field. Not the greatest pass for Kutsia, but a good ball to Peterson. And the Sharks still attacking after the half-time whistle. Off the back of the ruck they go. Van der Muur has to clean up a loose pass. And the Sharks are going to struggle. Very struggle. And they will lose the ball. The Cheetahs have got it back. Roll goes back to Daniela, who kicks it back in towards the centre field. Interesting tactic. And man, there's offside. And Volvo puts a wobbly old past Lambie. Had to rescue that situation. It was going downhill for the Sharks. And he's done the cleverest thing he possibly could. And he's just towed it into touch. And we will settle things down for half time, where we can have a look at the stats from that first 40 minutes of play. The score is 7-7. And the possession, wow, look at that. 65% for the Cheetahs, just 35 for the Sharks. That is a monumental amount of possession for the Cheetahs. Territory, even more, 73. They have dominated this match, and really just that lucky one try is all they've managed. Handling errors, fairly even, 4-6. But the Cheetahs line breaks, look at that, 7-3. They are dominating the match in the stats, but on the scoreboard it is 7-7. Only took one moment of brilliance for Peterson to put Lambie in, and then the mistake for Sadi going in for the Cheetahs from the first half. Let's crack back down to the field on this foggy night here at Kings Park. The crowd, well, they're obviously frozen because they're about as silent as a pile of fish in a frozen river. Here's Lambie kicking off the second half. We are back underway, and he goes deep down to the left. What a chase there from the Sharks players. That was superb to have 2 or 3 players right there at that massive kickoff, but they're breaking away despite that, the Cheetahs. Good run here from them. Here's Everson going through about 3 players, and he's finally taken to ground. Sharks trying to turn it over, but they're too quick in support are the Cheetahs. They're swinging it away to the left. It's there for Strauss, who's a hard man to put down, but he is down now. The Sharks are keen on this, but no, far too slow to the ball. Again, they swing it through to the right. Here's Everson again, and Sadi going through the wings. Oh, great play from Sadi. He took Ludic to take him down. And Pretorius, they're just carving them up at the moment, the Cheetahs. Doing a great job. The Sharks need the ball. They've had none at all. And now it's taken off the back. Here's another chance for them. Here's LaRue back inside. This has to be a try for Strauss. He's so close. Is he over? He went through 3 men, but Big Strauss is over, and he has scored. Quality of possession, proving that try would be scored eventually. They just couldn't get it back, the Sharks, at all. And Strauss did it the hard way, breaking tackle after tackle. But the wingers, LaRue and Rule, have been outstanding. You just saw Brousseau in the last little segment of play, freeing off the pass to Strauss. It was an outstanding manoeuvre. That whole passage of phases from the Cheetahs were top shelf, and they've earned that try rather than being opportunists. And there's a chance here for Goosen to make it 14-7, and he makes no mistake of it. Early in the second half, the Cheetahs making a sub with the conversion. Landman on for Fiera. Let's remember that one. And Lambie is back at halfway. Oh, don't know what was going on there. And he kicks off again, so the Sharks in a touch of trouble here as they go long. The tactic that kind of worked for them before, but this time they have dealt with it a bit better, putting the Cheetahs into touch. Lebasanche getting a couple of players on him with the ball, and it is a line out here for Duplessis. Goes nicely to the one jumper. Not much option there, but brilliantly done. Daniel. Oh, shocking pass from Daniel. And it is brilliantly picked up from, this is Everson. Everson for the corner. He will score. That is a spectacular try from the Cheetahs, and there will be too much to come back from now for the Sharks. How did he even score that? Intercepted it. What the hell? He just about dropped it. Pulled the dummy on Ludic, and then outpaced Ludic, Peterson and Lambie to the line. A spectacular special try from Everson. Too much gas. Peterson just about got him, but it was too close to the line. That is something special from the Cheetahs. And, well, they're looking odds on to hold on to their 100% record. It's surprising, of all teams, the Cheetahs. Here's the conversion from Goosen. And he's sunk it straight through the middle. Too easy. And the Cheetahs are really firing up on top here. Lambie will be shell-shocked. His kicking tactic has definitely not worked. He will have to change that. And he does. He goes to the right this time, and Peterson after it. He goes up. Doesn't get it, and Landman, the man who just come on the field, into the action. No possession still for the Sharks. This is spectacular stuff. And it's here for the Cheetahs. Still more possession. Here's Landman playing halfback. Gives it to Rule. Pops it over the top. Oh, brilliantly done from Goosen. Here's Eberson, the man who broke the hearts just moments ago. Gives it away to Use, who goes into the tackle. Still no chance of ball here. Here's Pretorius. Goes away to Landman, right in the middle. No one at home for the Sharks. They swing it out to the left side, where Rule puts the kick in. Away to Involvo, who's going to touch backwards here, looking for the opportunity. He's got away to Peterson. Peterson busting. He goes up to the man who kicked the ball, Rule. And he takes him down close to the touchline here, the Sharks. They need to spark into action. Here's Bosman, Vandermeer. Here's Lambie. Lambie cutting them in half again. He's done this a couple of times. He's gone away from his support, and he's throwing it straight to Landman, who has been heavily into this match already. And the Cheetahs putting on a display here, breaking through tackles. Surely they could hold this out here, the Cheetahs. Landman and the ball again. This guy has been in everything.
Release.
Intercept is all that is kept. And here's the penalty, offside. Intercepts keeping the Cheetahs in the game. Wobbly old pass going out to Sardi. Back inside nicely for Use. And Landman going through the middle again. Landman has been outstanding. Duplessis gets a turnover on the tackle. Daniel, numbers to burn here. Surely for the Sharks. Away it goes to Involvo. Involvo needs some support. He's thrown it into touch. The Sharks are imploding here. And it's going to be a sub. Oostenhuizen coming on for Use. Both locks off into the bench now. And there's a line out for the Cheetahs. A disgraceful display from the Sharks here. They look good after that one phase. They scored a try. They've turned over the line out now as well. But it's looking like it might be a little too late for them. Lambie goes through a little half break. Can't get any further. He's taken down by two tacklers, and they've lost the ball, the Sharks. They've been just destroyed off the ball. Here's Pretorius going for it now. The Sharks trying to do the same back. Can't do it. Cheetahs attacking still till this last minute, and they're breaking away through LaRue. But he's just nudged into touch from Peterson. Good tackle. And with just a couple of minutes to go, it is a line out here for the Sharks. Duplessis goes to Bresler, the only real man there, and McLeod. McLeod runs it. He runs it through a massive hole. Back he goes and knocked on. Knocked on from the Sharks, and everything has gone wrong for the Sharks. Pretorius takes it off the ruck, and they're still passing it around, surprisingly. There we go. There's Goosen's kick. Way out into touch, and the Cheetahs have stunned the Sharks. I'm almost stunned myself. They have easily, in the end, disposed of the Sharks. The much more fancied side, but come the day, the Cheetahs with the fast ruck, you know, it's a difference with the slider there. Might have been the difference in the end. 21-7. Strauss, Eberson with probably the best try you'll ever see, and Sardi with the tries. Goosen 3 from 3. The Sharks only managed one try through Lambie, who converted it also 21-7. Full-time stats, well, they tell you a massive story of 72% possession and territory is just too much for the Sharks to handle. 3 tries is all they managed, but handling errors, intercepts. A stat on intercepts would be nice, because the Cheetahs thrived off intercepts to turn over possession. Line breaks 14 to the Cheetahs. That is a huge amount. And tackles, the Sharks obviously with less ball making a lot more tackles. So that'll wrap us up for this one. A little upset as we look ahead to the Curry Cup, which will be coming as soon as the mod is out for it, which will also cover a mod review for that as well, I guess, if there's enough of it to cover. And yeah, Curry Cup, Cheetahs beating the Sharks, coming soon as well, that Curry Cup tournament. And that is all we have for you today. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for the request, Matt Elmer. Hope to have many more from you in the future. Remember, if you have one of your own, leave them in the comments and I can play it out for you just like this one. And that is all good. Thanks for all the support. Give the video a like if you liked it, which is awesome. Big thumbs up. And remember to subscribe so you don't miss your match, which could be coming up in the next part, which will be soon. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.